Hi! Today we will learn about deadlines and prescription. Okay, let's go!
Deadlines. The Civil Code Article 1494 gives us a concept about what we must understand relating to deadlines.
The deadline is the time that it's set to complete with an obligation.
Now, what are its characteristics? Firstly, it is a future fact, and secondly, it is a real fact which necessarily must be kept.
How are the period calculated? According to Civil Code Article 48, they will be understood that they have to be complete and until midnight of the deadline day.
Now, see the classification of deadline. In our Chilean legislation, we have continuous deadlines, which are those that are not suspended on holidays. Discontinuous deadlines are suspended on holidays. Also, there are periods indicate which are those that are suspended in the exercise of right or performance of an obligation. The extinct is the one which maturity leads to an extinction of right. There are determinate and indeterminate deadlines. The determinate deadline is the one which is a note that is going to verify the future and real fact. The indeterminate deadline is the one which is going to verify the fact and it is going to ignore it. Example, the opening of succession of the founder's death.
Among the most common are conventional. They are which emanate from the agreed of the part. Example, the parts agree the deadline to pay a rent. The legal deadline is that one which sets the law and is the legislation in our procedural legislation.
The legal deadline is the one which sets the law and is the legislation in our procedural legislation, and the judicial is the one which is stipulated by the court and are exceptional in our Chilean legislation. Finally, we have the fixed deadlines. Those are which expire with the pass of the time. All the deadlines from the code are fixed, unless they are action from the court. Therefore, the practice of right or the chance to execute an act becomes extinct because of the maturity of the deadline.
The not fixed deadline not expired by the passage of the time. The declaration of default is necessary. Example, all legal deadlines of Code of Civil Procedure Code. Deadline for filing an appeal.
The Civil Code Article 2492 gives us a concept about what we must understand relating to prescription. It is a way to accrue the fears of others or to extinguish the chairs and rights of others for things have owned or such action and failure to exercise right for a certain period of time and attending other legal requirements.
There are two types: acquisitive prescription and statute of limitations. What are the deadlines? This time period is generally 3 years for execute acts and 5 for ordinary ones. Since when are available? Since the obligation is enforceable. Example, action prescribed contractual liability. Example of prescription: shares, fees, professions, lawyer, judges, and prosecutors prescribed in 2 years. Shares of merchants, vendors, and artisans for the price of items shipped prescribed in a year.